WrestleMania.
Is Triple H slowly killing WWE? If 2025 has suggested anything, it is that Triple H might have lost some of his touch. Don't get me wrong, Triple H has done a great job ever since he took control of creative in 2022, and I would pick him over Vince any day of the week. But with the insane ticket prices, poor booking of several talents, and the boring television we've gotten as of late, Triple H could be seen in a poor light by the end of 2025. Other than Triple H, TKO is to be blamed in the entire situation as well. Last time we looked at how Triple H was a better boss than Vince, but with every passing day it's becoming clear that Triple H isn't as great of a businessman as we all thought he was. So today, let's take a look at how the current landscape of WWE has infuriated the entire fanbase right here on JRSlobberKnocker. Let's get right into it. Triple H delivered a great product for the most part in both 2023 and 2024. The quality of the PLEs improved, and fans could have always relied on Paul to deliver a show that they would remember for months. 2025 should have been much bigger for the current administration, but sadly that hasn't been the case. The entire product over the past 5 months has either been a hit or miss, and it appears as if Triple H is playing it a lot safer rather than taking any risks that would be both worth fans' time and money. The quality of the shows isn't where it needs to be. Raw debuting on Netflix was a big deal, but the debut episode was nothing more than the company sucking up to its executives rather than showing how their talents were the reason why they got the massive deal in the first place. The debut episode was good, but it was an indication that the company wasn't firing on all cylinders. However, Triple H made several improvements over the course of the next few weeks. Jey Uso winning the Men's Royal Rumble match was one of the biggest surprises of the past 10 years, and John Cena turning heel was a moment that will live on forever. The problem, though, was in the follow-up. You can create magical moments, but following up on them is key. It's a problem that AEW has been facing for the past couple of years, and Triple H is now doing the same. Jey Uso doesn't feel like a proper world champion right now, and Cena's heel run hasn't been exactly that great so far. Triple H is quite serious when it comes to booking the main event scene, like Seth Rollins and his new faction has been off to a great start. The same can't be said for the mid-card scene. The company isn't doing anything to generate interest in the mid-card scene. The performers WWE has right now are some of the best in the world, and to see Triple H not having anything substantial to do with them is just baffling. The majority of Night 1 of WrestleMania this year tells you everything about it. Nobody in the crowd cared about the first few matches. You have to make the fans care about your talent. Besides Jacob Fatu, there aren't many mid-card performers that you can get behind. Giving the mid-card titles to performers and not having solid stories for them has been frustrating to watch. LA Knight didn't do anything in his second reign as the US champion. Chelsea Green should have set the bar as the inaugural Women's United States champion, but she was treated as an afterthought. On top of that, the company has brought in performers and most of them haven't been given anything to do for many weeks now. Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee should be considered at the top 2 luchadors in the world right now, but they aren't even close to being as special as Penta. Hunter over the past several months hasn't done anything to build stars or make the existing performers feel like a big deal. We have NXT performers join the main roster and they end up amounting to nothing in a span of a few months. Doing nothing with performers like Dakota Kai and Blair Davenport, who had all the talent in the world, and releasing them just feels wrong. This was something Vince was guilty of in the past. Bringing in performers like Ricky Saints and Jeff Cobb is only going to appeal to the internet wrestling community rather than the casual audience who wants to see exciting storylines surrounding fresh faces. Then again, all of this falls on Triple H's lap as he is the one who is going to come up with better stories and creative for his performers. While he is pretty good at his job and we have seen it, many might tell you that Triple H has gotten comfortable. After all, Netflix is paying them a boatload of money, and the company is making record profits, but if you're charging your fans thousands of dollars to show up at one of your major PLEs, then they should be getting a lot more than a decent show. Backlash was great, but the quality didn't reflect the prices fans had to pay to witness the show in person. TKO is to be blamed for the ticket prices, and I understand they have to make the most of this current period, but at least justify the prices fans are being charged to appear in arenas. R-Truth going up against Cena isn't worth paying a large sum of money to appear at the show. There's a reason why the company moved the May 27th episode of NXT from the Yuengling Center in Tampa, Florida, back to the Performance Center. Apart from that, Raw's ratings on Netflix are down from where they were when it first debuted. All of this is a sign that the interest in the product is fading, and the hot period WWE is experiencing right now could potentially be over soon. What's even worse is that TKO president Mark Shapiro went on to say that the ticket prices aren't going to drop anytime soon. WWE has tremendous upside on global partnerships, tremendous upside on ticket pricing, tremendous upside on site fees, dynamic pricing, yield management. Fans would be willing to pay whatever you charge. but when you're planning to have Travis Scott in John Cena's corner, then that's a cause for concern. In the end, Triple H has to change things fast and give fans a reason to care about the current product. If he doesn't, he may end up as a massive failure, as Vince was in his final years. So, there you have it, folks. What do you think about the current product and Triple H's way of running things? Let us know in the comments below. You might also want to check out our other awesome videos on the channel. Make sure to subscribe to JRSlobberKnocker.